use a term from her youth. She greets the Black Panthers with the same bend of the wrist, the same tilt of the head, the same perfect Mary Astor voice with which she greets people like Jason, John and Dee Dee, Adolph, Betty, Giancarlo, Schuyler, and Goddard during those après concert suppers she and Lenny are so famous for. What evenings! She lights the candles over the dining room table, and in the Gotham gloaming, the little tremulous tips of flame are reflected in the mirrored surface of the table, a bottomless blackness with 1,000 stars. And it is that moment that Lenny loves. There seem to be 1,000 stars above and 1,000 stars below, a room full of stars, a penthouse duplex full of stars, a Manhattan tower full of stars, with marvelous people drifting through the heavens. Jason Robards, John and Dee Dee Ryan, Giancarlo Menotti, Schuyler Chapin, Goddard Lieberson, Mike Nichols, Lillian Hellman, Larry Rivers, Aaron Copland, Richard Avedon, Milton and Amy Green, Lucas Foss, Jenny Turrell, Samuel Barber, Jerome Robbins, Steve Sondheim, Adolph and Phyllis Green, Betty Comden and the Patrick O'Neills, and now, in the season of radical chic, the Black Panthers. That huge panther there, the one Felicia is smiling her tango smile at, is Robert Bay, who just 41 hours ago was arrested in an altercation with the police, supposedly over a .38 caliber revolver that someone had in a parked car in Queens at Northern Boulevard and 104th Street or some such unbelievable place, and taken to jail on a most unusual charge called criminal facilitation. And now he is out on bail and walking into Leonard and Felicia Bernstein's 13-room penthouse duplex on Park Avenue. Harassment and hassles, guns and pigs, jail and bail, they're real, these Black Panthers. The very idea of them, these real revolutionaries who actually put their lives on the line, runs through Lenny's duplex like a rogue hormone. Everyone casts a glance, or stares, or tries a smile, and then sizes up the house for the somehow delicious counterpoint. Deny it if you want to, but one does end up making such sweet, furtive comparisons in this season of radical chic. There's Otto Preminger in the library, and Jean Vandenheuvel in the hall, and Peter and Sherry Duchin in the living room, and Frank and Donna Stanton, Gail Lumet, Sheldon Harnick, Cynthia Phipps, Burton Lane, Mrs. August Heckscher, Roger Wilkins, Barbara Walters, Bob Silvers, Mrs. Richard Avedon, Mrs. Arthur Penn, Julie Belafonte, Harold Taylor, and scores more, including Charlotte Curtis, women's news editor of the New York Times, America's foremost chronicler of society, a lean woman in black, with her notebook out, standing near Felicia and Big Robert Bay and talking to Sherry Duchin. Sherry tells her, "I've never met a panther. This is a first for me," never dreaming that within 48 hours her words will be on the desk of the President of the United States. This is a first for me, but she is not alone in her thrill as the Black Panthers come trucking on into Lenny's house. Robert Bay, Don Cox, the Panthers field marshal from Oakland, Henry Miller, the Harlem Panther defense captain, the Panther women. Christ, if the Panthers don't know how to get it all together, as they say. The tight pants, the tight black turtlenecks, the leather coats, Cuban shades, afros. But real afros, not the ones that have been shaped and trimmed like a topiary hedge and sprayed until they have a sheen like acrylic wall-to-wall, but like funky, natural, scraggly, wild. These are no civil rights Negroes wearing gray suits 3 sizes too big. No more interminable urban league banquets in hotel ballrooms where they try to alternate the blacks and whites around the tables as if they were stringing Arapaho beads. These are real men. Shootouts, revolutions, pictures in Life magazine of policemen grabbing Black Panthers like they were Viet Cong. Somehow it all runs together in the head with the whole thing of how beautiful they are. Sharp as a blade. The Panther women. There are 3 or 4 of them on hand, wives of the Panther 21 defendants, and they're so lean, so lithe, as they say, with tight pants and Yoruba-style headdresses, almost like turbans, as if they'd stepped out of the pages of Vogue.